Well, hello everybody, my name is Jay and welcome to episode 2 of the 1.14 Village Guide. Today I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the villager trading, and I want to first of all start off by recreating something that is happening in my Empires world. If you guys have been watching my Let's Play series, well, I've got 2 villagers in there and their trades just haven't refreshed. Even though I've got workstations and right near them, beds and everything, their trades just won't refresh. So I want to try and replicate that issue here. I am in 1.14.1 right now. My Let's Play series is still in 1.14 pre-release 5 just because of the bugs and everything that everyone's experienced. But to try and stay up to date, I have updated this world to 1.14.1. So we're going to jump in and test this out right now. Alright, so if you guys are watching my Let's Play series, you will know that I have a mason. And he is in a hole around about this size, and we've got that covered up in that open. So this is, I think it actually goes out one more. So this is actually pretty much what we've got in our Let's Play world. Now let's grab out a bed here real quick, and I'll use a stone cutter because in my Let's Play world we've got a mason in the mine there, and we'll also just grab out a villager spawn egg. So we'll pop the bed pretty much exactly how I have it in the Let's Play world. And then we'll spawn in our villager and he'll get hurt a little bit on the way down. But if we set the time to 2000, he'll start to work. And you can see he's assigned that workstation as his, and his trades are now open. So let's give ourselves some clay balls. I'm going to go ahead and trade with this guy and lock him out, and then we'll come back and see if he unlocks. Alright, so we've got this guy all locked out. All of his trades are now locked out. We've got a bit of reputation with him, so as you can see the prices have gone down. So it looks like the more you trade with a villager, the more sort of reputation you get and the cheaper the prices get. So that's always good. That's a bonus for sure. But anyway, let's give him a little bit of time here. Maybe we can speed things up by going time set 9,000. And there we go. Some of his trades are unlocked already. He's headed to his workstation. And, well, that means either there's a bug in pre-release 5, or what I'm actually thinking is that my guy in the mine hasn't actually assigned the stone cutter to himself. So yeah, that's a bit of a tricky one. Well, with that knowledge in hand, I want to go ahead and add a building to this village here, and I want it to be a trading hall. We'll play around a little bit and come up with a good design for a trading hall. Obviously, as we know, we'll need a bed and a workstation per villager, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm thinking if we have a little design like this where we've just got a bit of glass here so that the villager doesn't suffocate, just in case they're on top of the bed here, they've got enough space. So if we put the bed there, the workstation there, and just a trapdoor on top to stop any baby zombies getting in. Put our villager in here, and hopefully he will change into a farmer. Fingers crossed, anytime soon. Alright, there we go. We've got our villager transformed into a farmer. Gonna place the trapdoor there, and hopefully that doesn't affect his use of the workstation. We'll soon find out. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is lock out his trades, and then we'll come back and see if he unlocks again. So we've locked out his trades here, and you can see that it's actually still pretty easy to get in here and click on him. So we'll give it a little bit of time. We'll try and speed things up by going time set 9,000, because that is a time when they start to work again, and see if he actually interacts with the composter with the trapdoor on it. But for some reason, I don't think that he's going to. So what I've learnt is that yes, it will work with a trapdoor on top, but it is better to actually leave a couple of blocks of gap between the bed and the composter or the workstation. And it should still be pretty easy to select the villager to trade with, so long as you actually come here at the right time, which is when they'll be working. Otherwise, you can sort of add like a window across here maybe as well, so that you can access the villager at all times, but then that would also sort of inhibit the design of the actual trading hall, because then you wouldn't be able to have these cells all stacked together. So anyway, with that knowledge in hand, let's go ahead and construct a trading hall. And actually from this top view, you can see how many blocks I've got between the composter. You could actually probably go ahead and move it in like one more block right here as well. But yeah, I just moved it back too for some reason, but it should still work here. We'll actually just double check that. I also don't know why this guy's trade has gone up to 35 potatoes for an emerald. Is it because he's got too many potatoes now? I don't know, but that's not a good thing. So I thought the trades were supposed to go down. Like, look at this. This is still 5 pumpkins instead of 6. 2 diamonds instead of 2 emeralds instead of 3 for 18 cookies. 3 melons for an emerald. Like, it's all the trades are lower, but the potatoes have gone up from 26 to 35, which is I don't know. I thought they were just supposed to go down, but anyway, let's set the time to 9,000. Oops, that's a bit too late. Should hear a noise. Nope. Didn't get enough time to sleep. He's all tired. Come on, buddy, reset. So it does seem to reset better when it is a little block further back. It didn't seem to reset when I actually moved the composter in. But look at this. I've traded potatoes with him again. His trade reset. Now it's 45. What? What is going on? Looks like if you want to create some automatic potato and carrot farms, you're going to need to get like a few different villages. Otherwise, the trades are just going to get too insane on those. Right, so now I've set up one side of a trading hall here. We've just gone with a similar style to the village there. So we've got the stripped oak logs here and some white terracotta. I've got the workstations here all at the front and some trapdoors as well, just to stop the villagers from getting out. But if you do need to get in there for whatever reason, you still can through that trapdoor, and they won't be able to jump up on a too high block from the bed either. So pretty safe there. Now, what we're going to do is actually build the other side up, and I'll do that on camera with you guys here now. So we probably want to leave around about a 5 block gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll put that right there. So we want to have a pillar of 2, and then we want 5 blocks in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pillar right there as well. And then every second one is just a pillar, and we'll carry this all the way down and on the other side as well. And once you've got all of that in place, you just want to go ahead and place your workstations down. I'm just going to put lecterns all on this side here, like so, and then you want to place in your walls here and walls at the back as well, and you want walls right here too. So we'll go ahead and place those in. Now you want to place your beds in, and if you're playing in survival, it is always a good idea to add some light under the beds there, just to keep the villagers safe from zombies spawning in these cells and everything. Whenever you're playing with villagers here, you always want to try and keep them as safe as possible, because getting them into these pods will not be easy in survival, so you want to make sure they can't die, that's for sure. And once you've got all of the beds in place here, you just want to grab your trapdoors and place them along the sides like so. Well, there you have it. That is actually your villager trading hall all complete. Now you just want to grab yourself some villagers, which of course I'm just going to use a spawn egg here, and we'll just go ahead and populate this whole trading cell with some villagers. And now that we've got a game of whack-a-mole with villagers, I would imagine the next thing you want to do is actually build a structure on top of this. And as a matter of fact, if you go up 3 blocks from here, I wonder if these guys stop jumping. And the answer to that, of course, was yes. So I've actually taken the structure up 1 more block high. But I have noticed a bit of a quirk here. You'll notice that there are some librarians in this cell here, even though there are no lecterns. They're all supposed to be farmers, stonecutters, shepherds, Fletcher, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. And in here, where they're all supposed to be librarians, there are actually quite a few unemployed guys. So these guys have stolen the workstations from the supposed librarians here. And that is, of course, just because they detect it when they're a little bit further away. So this guy right here now would detect this lectern, but unfortunately, these guys have already stolen it from him. So if you are building this and you want them to be specific, villages and their unemployed villagers while you're putting them in here. Maybe go one by one, pop it in here, and then pop the workstation down and wait for him to change. Maybe do a trade with him just to be safe, but after they've actually recognized that the workstation is theirs, then they should not change. Nevertheless, that's what this series is all about. It's all about going through the motions and learning all of the quirks of the new villagers here. So, yeah, anyway, with that, I think we're going to put a structure on top of this. Blend it into the village here. We're probably just going to use very similar blocks. So we're just going to use the stripped oak wood and the white terracotta steel. And we're just actually going to jump into a time lapse and get this built because the series isn't really about building, it's just more about the villages, but I think we could maybe build up a bit of a new village here as well, just as part of the series goes on. With that iron door in place, obviously we use the iron door so that no other villagers or any sort of zombies or pillagers, I don't even know if pillagers can open doors, but now nobody else can open this apart from us. So that is nice and safe. It's looking pretty basic, if I'm being honest, but I've gone with this build palette to sort of suit the village over here a little bit as well. Gone with a very basic roof. It's look, I'll be honest, it's not the best looking build, but it serves its purpose and it serves it well. So we'll pop it along inside here. And this is our trading hall, guys. If we grab out some chests here and maybe even some barrels, because those are a thing now. And we go ahead, we can place maybe we can't. Well, what we can do is not get up to the top because we've got windows everywhere. Anyway, if you were to actually place a ladder somewhere to the top of your trading hall here, you could then go ahead and deck this place out with some chests and things. Obviously, it would look pretty silly like that, but you could place some barrels like so. That looks pretty cool, actually, if you place the barrels just like that. But yeah, anyway, guys, you get the idea. I'm sure you can come up with a much better design than I've got going on here. This is a pretty horrendous build. It's pretty good with the time that I've spent on it, but nah. No, I'm not really a I'm not a big fan of this at all. No. But anyway, guys, you get the point. We understand. The whole purpose of this video was to understand how the trading works and how setting up of villages works. And look at that, even when he's on the bed, you can still trade with him. That is perfect. Perfect. This guy's a stonemason, apparently. So he's picked it up from there. So this guy's a librarian. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to probably... Because I want to keep doing the tutorials in the same world. So we'll probably have to go ahead and kill all of these villagers and put them in one by one so they actually get their workstations assigned to them correctly. And we'll probably have to put in a nice floor as well. But anyway, guys, you get the idea. That's the video all done and dusted. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you found it useful, please leave a like rating, comment below with what you want to see in the next episode of the 1.14 Villager Guide, and subscribe so you don't miss out on that one, of course. Anyway, guys, I've been Jay. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Also, if you're still around, I'm very sorry for the crappy music that was in the time-lapse. I decided to use a song that I actually made 7 years ago in Fruity Loop Studio, in sort of like a little bit of a mini protest for, Warner Chappell claiming Mumbo Jumbo's videos. I think they claimed around about 400 out of 1,800 of his videos. And yeah, I just thought I would use my own music, no matter how bad it is, to do like a little bit of a mini protest for Mumbo Jumbo. So if you guys haven't heard, head over to his Twitter. I'll leave a link to it down below. Retweet all of his tweets. Do whatever you feel like you need to do, because creators have it tough. They work hard as it is, and there may be like a little bit of a sample in his music that Warner Chappell own, and they've decided to take the money from all of his videos, even though It's only in his intro and outro, which is less than a couple of seconds long, which I would say is fair use. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one.